Hi, it's Charles again, and today we're going to be talking about Fires of Midway, which I think is a great World War II carrier-based warfare game that uses cards. A lot of cards in here, no real map to say, but we do have a maneuver map over here and some game turn sheets for the Americans, and then also the watery graves over here, and we also have the cards here representing each carrier. Just to give you an idea about the setup, this is the maneuver map, and as you move around the board, these move corresponding to the aircraft carrier or carrier that they represent. So you've got the A here, the A is here, the A airplanes associated with that are with the A, and then you've got B here, and A, B, C over there with red on them to indicate the Japanese, and their respective airplanes, which are set up by the scenario notes. As you go through the search and destroy phase, you can draw different values, and you can draw weather, which can change the weather on the maneuver map. You can also draw squaws, which prevent the opponent from being able to launch his airplanes. You can have floods, you can have fires on your aircraft carriers, you can have leaks, lots of crazy things to happen there. So I'm going to be using the training manual just to kind of roughly walk through this. And the setup is basically covered. I've talked about how we divide the table there. We've consulted the fleet list and put the A cards with the A unit and the A marker on the board here. We also have the Admiral cards, which have enhanced abilities for each side. Each side has its own special capabilities. We've assembled the air wings. We've gone through the scenario notes, and we've matched the unit types and the letter A to the A unit here, and the same for the the B unit, and again those are in the setup notes. We placed the action cards here. Those are used for initiative. They're kind of drawn randomly, and the person who is the confident player has some options in the game once that comes on. And we've placed the combat cards here and here. We're done there. And now we're coming to the search and destroy phase. We've also pulled out the bluff card out of the combat decks. That way you don't accidentally draw it. And that's used for when you're doing combat and you don't have a card or something like that. It allows you to lay something down, which is pretty easy to figure out. Okay, so the way the game begins is the search and destroy table is here. And the first player chooses two cards secretly and looks at those cards. And you can see on this one, we're looking at the top left-hand corner for each card. So it says ×2, so we get 2 battle cards for that one if we choose to keep it. We can look at one more, and this one says ×3. So for our turn, we're going to flip this one up and lay that one back down, not tell the opponent what that is, and draw 3 battle cards. Now it's the Japanese player turn. He turns over low clouds and empty ocean. So empty ocean is basically nothing. He's going to keep the low cloud card, flip that over, and he will place a low cloud to give him some cover right here, because he expects a battle right there. We'll put it a little closer to him. Maybe in the middle. Okay, so now it's the American player's turn, and he draws a ready cap. So now he can position something in a defensive position if he wishes, or empty ocean. So we'll do the ready cap, and we'll place an airplane in the ready position, which is to the right. It doesn't matter really where you put it, as long as you can keep track of where it is. And if I had a little more space, it would work out better. So we did the ready cap, and we draw another. Okay, so now the Japanese have drawn a ×3. An empty ocean, so they will keep the ×3. And they will draw 3 cards. The American player draws empty ocean and empty ocean, so he'll flip over empty ocean. Nothing to do there. Japanese player low clouds and empty oceans, so they'll keep the low clouds, and they'll put another low clouds near them. And that goes back and forth until the third battle card is drawn. And then after that third battle card is drawn, all your cards are all set up, you have everything that you need. And then these cards are all put back together and they are reused as the search and destroy deck. And when that's empty, you just reshuffle it and do it over again. I'm going to pause here and reset, and I'll be right back.